going on YouTube? It's your boy Vince, and today we are back with another reaction. Today we're reacting to teen found guilty of murder in fatal 100-mile-per-hour car crash. Now, I don't know if she was in a rush, she was late to work, or she was just crazy driving 100 miles per hour, but she clearly looks like she cannot drive. She looks like she can't handle all that car, and I may be wrong. No, I'm not wrong, because she crashed. I'm not wrong. She couldn't handle it. She was driving too fast. She's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? She was probably getting like, oh yeah, I'm having fun. Yay, 100 miles per hour in my little Toyota. You know what I'm saying? She was doing too much, and she better get the same treatment that I would have got. So we finna see. Let's go.
She is being called hell on wheels.
Oh.
The petite teenager shows complete shock as the judge reads the verdict.
This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
Oh.
It's one of the most unusual murder cases in memory. The teen accused of slamming her car at 100 miles per hour into a brick wall, killing her 20-year-old boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and his friend, 19-year-old Davian Flanagan, who was sitting in the back seat.
Oh, hecky no. Oh, hecky no. And she survived. I'm up in heaven looking down like, what? First of all, let me get this straight. You telling me both these dudes sitting in the back seat, not the back seat, one sitting in the passenger and one sitting in the back, chilling on their phones and everything, talking, laughing, while this lady is driving 100 miles per hour in a 30? She's not even on the expressway. She's in a neighborhood driving 100 miles per hour. Best believe I'm gonna say, stop the car. Oh. Stop the car. Let me out. I'm walking home. I don't care how far I live. I'll Uber. Get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? She done lost her mind, bro. Why was she even driving?
In this surveillance video, you can hear Mackenzie's car whizzing by like a speeding rocket. Then you hear the crash. Dang. Right into the brick wall.
It looked like she did it on
Evidence
purpose.
at the trial indicated Mackenzie wore her fuzzy Prada slippers and that the accelerator pedal was being pushed down at 100% capacity.
No.
Somehow, Mackenzie survived. Prosecutors said Mackenzie was on a mission of death and had methodically planned a murder-suicide. She even conducted a practice run several days earlier.
Oh, we got her on camera?
Had been at the crash site just several days before this crash. And this is down in Industrial Park. It is not a cut through to where she lived. And so it was sort of an out of the way place for her to be.
At her trial.
Now she's trying to act all innocent, bro. No, you killed them boys. You killed them boys, bro. I don't understand how she survived. How did that happen? How did she survive that? Y'all seen the car. She don't have a scratch on her. Actually, she does have a broken arm. I didn't notice it when I was watching it, but it's not enough. It's not. She should be in a full bodysuit, not being able to move. She should be stuck in position and be rolled in. Did y'all see the car? The car looked like a stepped-on Skittle. It was smashed. Back to the video. Bro.
In Cleveland, Ohio, the judge let her have it.
Mackenzie decided death was the ultimate goal that day, and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davian.
Behind Mackenzie, her mother looks equally stunned by the verdict. Before her conviction, Mackenzie posted this bizarre video on TikTok.
I'm not even cool. I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die.
And on a
She wasn't capping. She was high off life in that scenario. She wasn't capping. She was not. Shoot. She literally drove 100 miles per hour. It's not funny. It's not funny. 100 miles per hour into a brick wall. Like, this can't be real. This can't be real. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. I don't. It's no way. That doesn't even seem possible. That doesn't seem possible. It doesn't. And, like, she should be at least limping in the courtroom like this, bro. She's not doing none of that. I mean, I don't know.
Memorial page to Dominic Russo. Mackenzie writes, God, you are the last person to deserve this. You had such a perfect life ahead of you. I miss you.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Here, we finna take a little look into her sentencing. This is a longer video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. I just want to see a little bit.
Is everybody ready? So let's go over just some general rules before we get started. All phones are to be turned off.
Alright, I ain't trying to hear this nonsense. Let me go to like, I want to hear this sentencing.
To go to barber school and open his own shop.
Oh, they talking about the kids?
My son did not have a clique of friends, but instead was a friend to all. He would go out of his way to show love and kindness to others, including those that were often cast aside by society, the less fortunate, the developmentally challenged, the hurting, and the unvalued. Devion made sure that everyone that crossed his path knew that he truly saw them, that he valued them, and that they were worth his time.
Oh, this is sad, bro. I hate when they make the mom talk. I don't hate it because if she wants to, she deserves to. But it's just like, it's just sad. I don't know. I'm trying to hear the sentencing though. Let's see this. Let's look at this part. What is this? What's going on here? Crazy stuff just be happening in Ohio. Man. Who is this? Is this her?
I'm sorry, Judge, I thought we were set on this thing. Please,
Okay, he's not talking about anything. I'm trying to hear a sentence.
I'm not even cool. I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die.
Gotta figure like a pin, I gotta figure like a doll. Don't care if you think I'm dumb, I don't care at all. Candy best, sweetie, if I wanna be adored, I'm the girl you die for.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh no, if that was a boyfriend, he should have been connecting the dots. Oh! He should have been connecting the dots, bro. This is too, like, it's too noticeable. You know what I'm saying? I'm the girl you die for. Like, I've never even heard that song. Why is she listening to that music? I don't know. Let's hear the sentencing. Okay, I want to hear a lawyer talk for a little bit first, though.
So a 15-year sentence becomes a 20-year sentence at minimum. And it'll be up to this young lady here as to how she's going to conduct herself for the next 20 years or whatever the sentence would be. That would be number one. Second of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for allowing and taking the time to read those letters. And I would like to concentrate on the letters from the people from juvenile court. First of all, Miss Smith and Miss Kent. They have been the people who have monitored her progress since she was entered the juvenile detention facility, where she was for about 9 months. And I would like to commend them for writing these letters, because ultimately, or initially, I tried to have them send a letter and the people at juvenile court wouldn't let them. And so they sent these letters anyways. And what do we see from their letters? We actually see where both of them say that she expressed remorse during the time. What the prosecutor played there was after the accident and way before she was ever incarcerated. They also both say that they have observed her grow as a person, that she's taken every single class possible, both culinary and...
I'm not buying this, bro. He know he lost. I'm not buying this, bro. I'm not. I'm not buying it, bro. Talking about she experienced remorse and all that, and like, she just doesn't want to go to jail. She just doesn't want to go to jail. I mean, she could really be remorseful, but she's in here crying and stuff. I just think she's scared. All right, let me see if the judge talk.
The actions of the defendant. The unintended and collateral consequences of a selfish, intentional, and cruel decision by Mackenzie will ripple forever in time. It's literally changed history because it's ended 2 lives. 2 young men are dead. Their deaths were horrible, terrifying, and tragic. I will say again, if any reasonable person reviews Exhibit 802, there can be no doubt in your mind what happened this night. There can be no doubt of the absolute terror of the 2 people in that car. The defendant controlled all the events. She chose the day. Specifically, she chose a day just before her 18th birthday. She chose to drive the car, the time to drive the car. She chose an obscure, previously scouted route through an industrial parkway. She chose the target to hit and the victims. She chose the means and the method to follow through. And she planned and purposefully executed the events of July 31st.
I agree.
The review of the evidence supports the factual findings, the forensic testimony, the testimony of first responders, the testimony of the emergency room doctors who treated the defendant, the testimony of the coroner's medical examiner, the testimony of those who knew the victims and the defendant, and the testimony of the BMV official who provided evidence that not only did the defendant deny any medical condition when applying for her license, which her mother co-signed and attested to, but also that just after the accident, Mackenzie renewed her driver's license and again denied any medical condition.
Wow.
In fact, the defendant was so concerned about driving that, as the state mentioned, during the investigation, she asked if they could just suspend her license for 10 years. It is hard to fathom how a person could be concerned about their driving privileges, having just been responsible for the deaths of 2 people. There was no medical condition that caused this as an accident. There was no mechanical failure of the car. The record is clear on the facts and the evidence. Her mother's uncorroborated statements without any medical testimony or records is not persuasive. It is also important to remember that even if Mackenzie intended to also die in this crash, that is irrelevant. A failed suicide attempt is not a defense to murder.
Yep.
And even in a murder-suicide attempt, when the perpetrator executing the plan survives, the other death or deaths are still murder.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one person who's responsible for the pain.
And that's her.
And that person is you, Mackenzie. Nobody else is responsible. This isn't the fault of Dominic's family, or Davion's family, or your family.
It's your fault.
And I know that each of you have asked your questions to yourselves, what if? What if I had done this or that? The truth of it is, none of us can control the intentions of another.
Yeah, they know they
Even though
lost.
there is a purposeful intent to harm or kill someone, it is the perpetrator alone who bears the responsibility for the choice and the consequences and the harm that follows. The difficulty for sentencing today, honestly, is whether or not I believe you should get consecutive sentences.
But she's going to jail for sure.
That should I give you a concurrent sentence, that people will believe that somehow I'm being disrespectful to one of the victims. And on the other hand, I have to weigh the punishment. There's a very good likelihood, Mackenzie, that you will spend the rest of your life in prison. It won't be up to me.
I know at that moment, her heart dropped to her stomach. Oh! I know her heart dropped to her stomach. No more TikTok. No more YouTube. No more Facebook. No more Instagram. No more nothing. Jail.
Lord, and that will be up to you to a great extent. I understand that the pain in this room wants me to impose the harshest sentence. But I don't believe that would be the appropriate sentence, because I do believe that Mackenzie will not be out in 15 years. So she's sentenced on count 2, the murder of Davion Flanagan, 15 years to life.
Oh.
She's sentenced on count 1, the murder of Dominic Russo, 15 years to life, to be served concurrent to each other, with credit for time served. I'll waive fines, fees, and costs, and your appellate counsel will be assigned. Are there any questions for Ms. State?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Oh my gosh. So is that 30 years, is that a life or like, somebody let me know. I'm kind of confused. That sounds like a long time to me though. She got 2 murder charges. Seven, so she's 18. 18 plus 30 is 48. She's not gonna be in there till she's middle-aged. She's not gonna be out till she's middle-aged if she was to get out. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Her life is over with. Her life is over with, bro. Imagine your life being over at 18, bro. That's crazy. It's like, this video just made my stomach hurt. I'm not gonna lie. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this one in the comments. And y'all know too, if y'all enjoyed the video too much, the comment, like button, notification button, subscribe, and all buttons. Because guess what? We're gone. Yes, we are. We're gone.